Hey guys, good morning. It's your girl SeekretD with today's strawberry letter. It is Tuesday, December 20th, and here we go. The title of the letter was Roaches is My Deal Breaker. The woman wrote in, she's 27. She bought a house, her first house for her fiance. I think she's been engaged for 2 years. I'm not sure. 2 years. I don't think they was living there for 2 years. But possibly. Whatever. Excuse me. I'm tired. I was in a rush this morning. Woke up super late. Anyway, her brother-in-law, soon-to-be brother-in-law, her fiance's brother is getting a divorce. So, apparently he's been staying with different family members and he's outstayed his welcome with everyone else. So she says, yeah, sure, he can come over here for a couple weeks till he gets himself together. Now, I don't know why she said that, because if you get kicked out by everybody else, there must be some problem as to why don't nobody want you in their house. But, you know, I guess, you know, her being whoever she is, she's like, you know what, I can do it. So she agrees to let him stay for a couple of weeks. He's been there for 2 months and she's done. So apparently she said his room smells like feet and funk when she walks by. She said he hasn't washed clothes since he's been living there. So that's 2 months he didn't wash any clothes. She said he takes a shower maybe twice a week. If he uses the kitchen, he leaves it a complete mess. And she said that the deal breaker for her is when she went in the room and she saw containers with like old and moldy food, and then she saw roaches, like a family of roaches feasting on this man's leftover food. So she said she shrieked so loud her fiance came in the room to see what was wrong, saw the roaches, and was like, he'll take care of it. And she was like, no, he gotta go now. Like, I'm done. This is it. You know, I said a couple weeks. It's been 2 months. It's over. He gotta go. So he's like, oh, she's being unreasonable, and you know, she doesn't have loyalty to family, and that's a deal breaker for him, and this, that, and the third. And she's thinking, you know, maybe she should reconsider getting married to this man because she doesn't understand why this is okay. So yeah, I couldn't do it. I feel like the man, like everybody commenting, you know, because Shirley said, you know, he's dirty and that's probably why his wife left him, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's probably depressed, right? So he's going through a lot. He probably feels some type of way, and I'm sure he's probably depressed behind whatever's going on or not going on in his life at the moment. So that's what I think. So I'm like, okay, he's depressed. You know, his wife left him or is leaving him, and he has all this stuff going on. And you know, usually depression, people don't want to bathe. Sometimes, you know, they don't eat, but he eats. He doesn't clean up. You know, things like that. Not to say it's an excuse, but I'm thinking that's what's going on. But I still think he gotta go. So he's a grown-ass man. I'm assuming he needs to have some type of job. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So if he's only taking the shower twice a week, I'm assuming he don't have a job. If you don't have a job, you've been in my house for 2 months, you don't have a job, what is you doing? No, you gotta go. Now, the other part of it here is that I feel like when it's your personal family, you have a little bit more tolerance for this shit. So I think that's where her fiance is with that, because it's his brother. So of course he has more of an understanding of, that's my brother, this, that, and the third. Whereas she's like, hell no, this gotta go. So with all that being said, I agree he gotta go. I also agree that maybe they don't need to be married, because this is going to be a problem. He's not going to kick his brother out, and she's going to have a hard time. But, I mean, it sucks that they just bought their house together, because now that's going to be a pain in the ass to figure that out. But she's not wrong. he's disgusting at this moment. He needs to get his shit together. I do think she should possibly give him a chance to get his shit together. I feel like they should have intervened before it got to the point where roaches was nesting in the house. She said she never had roaches. Where the roaches came from? You know, it's not maggots, it's roaches. So I don't know, but either way, I feel like they should have intervened before it got to this point. And now it's kind of like, so I don't know. I think you gotta go. What y'all think?